peace and light all. Indigo blush here, extending universal love, peace, and healings to all. Today I will be speaking randomly, which honestly I guess that's really what a lot of my vids are, just my random thoughts on many things. So I know I do tend to ramble, well, not necessarily ramble, but just kind of go off sometimes into different areas of my thoughts. And so today I guess I'm admittedly saying that that's what this video is about. Excuse me. I guess firstly I kind of want to speak on today I'm doing a fast, um, water only fast. Today I did, however, choose to put a little lemon juice in my water, my wonderful, wonderful water. Not, which I will get on that in a minute. At any rate, I did put a little lemon juice in it, half a lemon, because I wanted to kind of do a little bit more cleansing um, of like bacterial buildups and stuff like that. So even though I know the fast will do what it needs to do anyway, but I did choose to use a little lemon juice today. Um, what I do want to say about the water that we're consuming, um, they tell us that it's necessary for the fluoride to be in the water, and it's not. And that's why, like in some of the other countries, or a few of the other countries, or whatever, they are deciding or opting out. They're not wanting the fluoride in their water because fluoride is it has so many things in it that for not. They are things that are supposed to cause adverse effects to our bodies. I do know from the little bit that I read and brief and skimming that fluoride is used to make chemical weapons. It is used to make rat poisons, cockroach powder, things like that. So if it's good to kill a rat and a roach, then what do you think it's doing to our bodies? And so they're consistently dumping those pollutants into our water. Of course, they're not saying that it's those things, but it is from the fluoride. I read somewhere that they did a experiment on one particular, I guess I'll consider it to be a community of people. And they said that they did it secretly, of course. They were patients that had come into the hospitals, I suppose, and they used them as the guinea pigs, like I said, secretly, and they shot them up with fluoride, and the people didn't, they weren't aware of it, and so they came back, I guess, and they saw in the test that the effects, did effects on the people that they had used for the project. So, that's just a tidbit on fluoride. Um, hmm, I just, that word project, we don't realize that when that word is used, that it's used for a reason. Um, I'm thinking about the thing that just immediately came to my mind initially was the Steve Harvey project. I have no idea what his show is about. I really don't even care for Steve Harvey very much. And that's just me. Not that he's a bad guy. I don't know him as a person. I'm just saying I don't care for his works. He's just not really funny to me. He just seems, just he's not for me. So, at any rate, for those who, like I said, he has that show that's coming up called the Steve Harvey Project whenever it's supposed to start airing, and just that word project kind of sticks out to me. It's so annoying that so many of the celebs and governmental officials and those people are selling out, literally selling their souls. Um, they are being pimped by the system and they're being used for literal projects. So I have no idea what his show will be about, but it'll be interesting, I guess, to see. also, like the little projects, the places that people live, the less fortunate, um, that those are literally the same thing. Something, a test. There's tests. Trying to see experiments. They're trying to see, you know, what will come of this particular situation if, so we need to kind of pay attention to stuff. Words have a big impact on life. Words are very impactful. In one of my other vids, I spoke on energies, and so when we use certain words, one of my friends, he told me that he has started to be more particular about the things that he says related to himself and his family and friends, because there are things that we do tend to speak upon ourselves when we utilize them in certain ways or whatever. That's even like saying I'm sick. You know, you tend to bring those sicknesses upon yourself when you use that word sick. So we just do need to realize that the impact of words is very powerful. I'm kind of chilly out here today. It's warmer outside. I'm under my carport, so the air isn't doing very well for me under here. So that's why I'm sounding a bit more shaky than normal. I'm needing to learn to work on my breathing. So I'm in my meditations and stuff. I'm trying to learn to breathe properly. So that's something that we need to learn to do as well. For those of us who tend to kind of get caught up in our words, it's like we have to get those things out. We just got to get it out, and it's just hard for me, especially to stop when I know it's just I gotta say it. I gotta say it. So I'm working on that breathing, but it's not just coming from that today. I'm kind of chilly out here. Also, I um I read on or I actually watched a video yesterday on symbols, um, the Illuminati, and um, esoteric agenda. It's very heavy. I tend to gravitate towards that stuff often, though I try not to as much as I used to because it's very heavy and wearing on the spirit. And so I've had to realize that I need to kind of move myself away from that element. And because also, that's what they want us. They want us to be afraid and heavy and worn down and saddened by these things that they make aware for us. They put it out for us to these agendas and propagandas and stuff. They put them out for us to be aware of. Though they know, as I was about to say in this particular video, because I'm not gonna speak on it much. I kind of just wanted to throw it out at you guys to say that we need to kind of go and do research. We need to do research and investigate these things and realize that these things are being put out here for us. But they know that we aren't really gonna believe it. They say, well, the masses, 87% of society is willing to follow, and so those of us who are not, we're the ones who will be considered weird, strange, odd, cuckoo, crazy, all of those things. So, for me, I tend to gravitate towards those types of, things and knowing and learning, researching, and stilling myself and asking the Most High, the universe, and the ancestors to give me with the knowledge of truisms of whatever I am reading and willing to embrace from those things that I'm reading or watching. Also, as far as things to watch, I don't watch television as much as I used to, nowhere near. I haven't in some years. I haven't watched television very much in some years. I still turn it on every now and again because I still love Bernie Mac. Oh, that was my baby. But and anyway, um, I miss his energy. He was something else. So he obviously was one who sold out as well. A lot of them do. The masses of them do in Hollywood, and I think that some of them they um they have no clue because a few of the rappers, my son, he's a little conscious fellow. He has made me aware of some of the words that some of the rappers use in their songs. I think Waka Flocka is one of them. Cute little he had said in one of his songs that at the very beginning of it that we need to be careful, those of us who are willing to step into the industry, um, to be careful if you're going to become a part of that, because really when you get those lawyers are considered wrong for the most part anyway. I don't really want to judge, but they say that lawyers are wrong to some degree, and so they just want the money. And so, I guess a lawyer would probably sell out just as quick as the person, the industry people, because they want that money. And so, he was saying that read your contracts and understand your contracts, because the lawyers will have you set up and you will be selling your soul. And so he said that in one of his songs, and I was like, wow, that's heavy. So, and now they have to go with the flow. And so my point was, with a lot of the celebs, some of them are clueless. Those like Jay-Z, and Diddy, I have a feeling that they knew. I don't know that, but I have a feeling that they knew what they were getting into. And then they just kind of subtly started to suck the others in and get them caught up and what have you. So they aren't the only ones. I don't know these people, but these are just things that, Spirit just kind of guides me to realize and see and feel. As I said on a couple of my other vids, I'm like a sponge, and I just kind of absorb certain elements of things. I just do. So, and it can be kind of heavy, but at any rate, um, so again, back to the television. I try not to watch television. The news is a no-no for me. The news is just out. It's a wrap as far as that's concerned. Anything that I get that has gone on in this world, I get from my coworkers, my family, just being out and about and in the midst of things, because I truly do not watch the news. I watch it as less as possible. As less as possible. Because that's what they want. They want us to be afraid, and they want us to be relying on them. That's just like I just read an article on the shutdown of the governmental shutdown. And I had never heard of such in my 42 years. I had never heard of such. Because I really don't follow politics like that. I'm not a very political person or any of those things. So again, I just get little tidbits of this and that. Um, and so at any rate, I guess as I said before, Most High guides me into areas that I need to be aware of, so that I may be able to help someone else who may be willing to embrace what I'm speaking about, and what I've ingested as well. So I read something on as I said, the shutdown of the government, and I was like, wow. And so I had been seeing it, I guess now for like a week, and I kind of shook it off a bit. At first I saw it, and then I said, well, let me just keep it moving. But then today, I saw it again on my Yahoo page, and I was like, well, let me go investigate a little and see. And so it's speaking on the possibility of a governmental shutdown. I really don't know the, how it's going to work or any of that, but from what I've grasped in the skimming that I did, um, should there be a governmental shutdown, we won't have access to a lot of things, um, as far as like restaurants and maybe even stores, having getting paychecks, people going to work. They won't allow certain people to go to work. Um, just a lot of stuff. Just go read and research it, and see for yourself. Because there was quite a few things in there that I saw that kind of threw me. And so, in not having access to getting to foods, well, the masses want to really eat. We need to eat. For me, no, I'm not really big on putting these toxins in my body.